Hi, Gloria Lepicker here with Healing You. Having disagreements with other people can be really painful. And there's many different ways that it can go. Maybe it's a surprise that there's a disagreement, but you feel really strong about the situation or the circumstance, and someone you care about feels different than you do. Or maybe what's happened is you didn't reach out to someone and it hurt their feelings, and then they're upset with you. Maybe they give you the cold shoulder, or maybe they're just fiery hot angry and get in your face. What's it like for you? How do you mend that kind of a rupture in your relationship when you care about somebody? Sometimes these experiences can feel so raw to us that we just drop the relationship. I am done with that. I am not putting up with that energy ever again. That might give us a clue that we have somewhere in our past made a contract that we would never do that again. Because words like never and always and forever let us know that we've made some contracts when we were younger. When I've had a misunderstanding, a miscommunication, or a difference of opinion with someone, it can become what I would call a difficult conversation. And how do you stay present in a difficult conversation? There are some skill sets that can be helpful to have. And when I notice that I'm feeling defensive, I'm perceiving that I'm being attacked, someone's mad at me, when I buy into that story, then I do become defensive back. Or I think it's maybe all my fault. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have said that. And I blame myself in order to try to integrate this information that's confusing and bewildering. So what I like to suggest and remember for myself is in those kinds of moments to slow time down, to take a pause, make an agreement to get back together later, but to let things cool off a bit, and I call up and get some empathy from my empathy buddy, because my experience matters, and I want to take the time to unpack it. When I want to make others wrong, or I want to be in that defensive posture, there's something underneath that's letting me know that there's a part of me that's needing protection, and I'm doing my best to protect myself. When I take time to really be with that and have self-compassion, it can open my heart back up with curiosity, because I recognize what the need is underneath that action that I've taken, that behavior. But I want to be able to be consciously aware of it. These experiences we have inside are needing acknowledgement with resonance. That, of course, this experience has happened, or no wonder you are responding in this way. And acknowledging the why underneath that, not being made wrong, is so important. And when we get to that place, our body can relax, and then we can actually have more of our prefrontal cortex available to us, where we can socially engage. And we can stay open and curious and catch the nuances of the conversation with someone else. And then if they are wanting to blame us, they want to blame you, then you have already received the empathy that you need and the acknowledgement that you need to stay present, to stay curious about what their inner experience might be like. To really listen deeply to what their experience has been. It's not to agree with them or disagree with them, it's to actually connect hearts with them, to resonate with their experience. And from that space, we can come back together, and we can begin to see each other and hear each other and understand each other with compassion. But a skill set that goes even before that would be, after I've received some acknowledgement for what my experience has been when I had been wanting to blame or I was wanting to be defensive, and I've owned that and gotten support for myself, then I want to really be mindfully aware of checking in with the other person. I want to take the time to check in with them to actually get consent, whether it's a good time to have a conversation. And that's holding their needs with as much respect and care as my own. And we can make an agreement when we can talk, and maybe for how long we're available to talk. Instead of just, oh, I'm ready to talk, I'm just going to barge in and I'm going to start talking. That may not be welcome. So taking the time to really notice our own responses or reactions, holding them with care, getting the support we need, we can then take that care and support and compassion out into our other relationships. If you'd like to learn some of these skill sets or have an opportunity to get together with others and practice them in a safe container where you're not made wrong, but you just get to explore and experiment and discover what it's like to stay engaged in warm relationships, reach out to me at healingyoursanctuary.com. And thanks for being on the journey with me again today. Healing you.